everybody, it is I, Zankoku, bringing you a video. I know it's been a long time, so I thought I would do a video telling you guys what the hell happened. But first, a note on the gameplay that you're watching. It is me playing Rogue Legacy on the Xbox One. It is a fun 2D side-scrolling hack and slash adventure with RPG elements and kind of a Metroidvania thing going on with it. Plus, the big gimmick is that when you die forever, except your children, your offspring, continue your legacy, ha ha ha, you see, and fight in the castle, and the castle changes every time unless you lock it down, but when you lock it down, you take a big hit on your gold and treasure that you can get from the castle, so you can literally have a different castle every single time you play it, randomly generated, so it's kind of cool that way. Plus, what I am doing is actually fighting 3 of the hardest bosses. There are 5 main bosses in this game, 4 mid bosses, I guess you would call it, and then the main heavy. And then there are the remix versions of these guys, and they're a lot harder, and I decided to show you the 3 hardest ones because the other 2 were kind of pushovers and, you know, they weren't really all that great to watch. So here are me fighting what I think are the 3 hardest bosses and me glitching out one of them so I could beat it. It actually kind of happened, and I was glad it did, but anyways, that's Rogue Legacy. You can find it on the PS4, the Xbox One, or on Steam. If you like these type of games, I had a lot of fun with this. I played for hours and hours, so I think it's something that you might want to look into if you like those type of games. But that aside, by the way, the following video is brought to you by Rogue Legacy. Yes, Rogue Legacy. What is your legacy? Anyways, no, there's no sponsorship here, though it is a fun game. Anyways, so what the hell happened with me? Coming off the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror, which was a huge success with an average viewership of 30 per video. But that's what I expected when I did it, and the whole point was just to challenge myself and do what I love, which is horror movies, and really, I got to watch some great horror movies, some bad horror movies, and I got to talk to some people who liked the stuff that I was doing and got some suggestions for other things to watch, so that was great success. However, yeah, the majority of my subs want to watch incest, anime, lesbo porn type stuff going on. I mean, not really porn, but you know what I'm talking about, you sickos, and I love you all for it too. But anyways, after that month-long marathon, I really needed a break, and that first week was bliss because there was a lot of just relief, and I didn't have the pressure of having to work and do a video and, you know, eat and sleep and stuff like that. I could just kind of, you know, relax and catch up on my television shows. Oh my god, I've had like a million shows waiting for me to watch because I literally didn't even have time to watch television for the most part during October. So I finally caught up on The Walking Dead. I'm finally finished with where we are. You know, Negan's coming, awesome. Ash versus Evil Dead. That show is just getting crazier as it goes. And Scream Queens is finally over, and honestly, it kind of ended a little sourly, but overall, I enjoyed it a lot. I love the parody. I love the satire, and the guy, Chad Radwell, man, that character is just great. He's just the things that come out of his mouth and his performance, just, oh man, just wonderful. That's just laugh my ass off. I mean, he's great. Probably shouldn't get his own show because he's probably a good peripheral character, but not really the main character. So anyways, I've been catching up on a lot of my television shows. And that first week was such a relief. Picked up Black Ops 3, been playing that. That's a fun game. Also have been experimenting with Twitch, streaming on Twitch. I've got an app on my Xbox One, and I thought I'd try it out. And my whole idea was, I could stream some games and make some kind of commentary videos and upload them. But every time I've streamed, I've really had some issues that went in. I don't really have an optimal setup for streaming, so anything that I was doing was just an experiment, and things just kind of go wrong. People show up to my house while I'm streaming. It was really kind of like, oh, I gotta stop streaming now, and things. Yeah, so it just kind of not working out the way I wanted it to. But I'm still gonna kind of do that in the future. So after that first week, I got sick. I mean, I got sick for a couple days, and then I started feeling better for a couple days, and then it came back with a vengeance. Honestly, there are like hundreds or thousands of types of colds, so I could have gotten 2 different colds in the same week. It's possible. One, a weak little mini cold, and one that just kicked me in the ass. And while still working and being sick, I just really didn't have the chance and opportunity to make some videos for you guys out there, which is kind of sad, because I really wanted to make my review of Freezing and its second season, Freezing Vibrations, and I told people I was gonna do it in November, but I got sick, and there were portions of that month where my voice was entirely gravel, or I would just cough like constantly. Honestly, there was this one night where I just couldn't sleep because I just kept coughing and coughing, and like literally anytime I laid down. Anyways, it was bad. And then of course the holidays and being ill, it just really messes with you. And I'm really thankful that it's not an icy winter mess outside, because it's really stressful for me driving in the snow and ice. I hate it. It's a mess. People are idiots out there, drive crazy and that stuff. Plus my car kind of is falling apart. So I really, really want a mild winter here. That being said, I also wanted to I sort of kind of experimented with making an episode of That's Fucked Up, but not talking about a movie or a television show, but talking about what's actually happening in the gaming industry right now, because of the things happening with Fatal Frame 5 and Xenoblade Chronicles X, as well as DOA Extreme 3. It is fucked up. I mean, these social justice warriors, which I'm going to start calling them social justice assholes now, because they deserve that title, because they're assholes. Their idea of justice is hurting other people. That's what it is. It's hurting other people. It's like child mentality. Like I have some perceived injury against me, and the only way to make that just is to injure someone else as bad or worse than I have been injured. So I mean, it's insanity. We've gotten to a point where we're literally asking for censorship. We are literally asking to have people be shut up, to have things be changed or removed or not even released. I mean, how is that even progressive? That's not progressive. That is regressive. And honestly, all these SJAs want is an authoritarian, controlled state. That's what they want. Anyways, I ran about that. So I'm kind of back and forth on that, because I don't know if that really fits the theme of That's Fucked Up, because it's sort of like real life effed upness. And if I did that, my goodness, I would have a billion ideas, because real life is kind of fucked up, especially nowadays. But it's always been fucked up, man. I don't want to say that especially nowadays crap is kind of crap. It's always been fucked up. So, unfortunately, the illness and the other things going on in the month, I mean, really, it's a busy time for me at work, too. And it's being very stressful. I'm putting in a lot of overtime. So, that kind of put a sort of a damper on my plans for November. Plus, another thing on a more personal level, my sister-in-law's mother just recently died. And because of that, when something like that happens to you, you kind of take stock in your life, and it puts things in perspective, and you sort of reassess things and your priorities, and you really look at yourself. And honestly, You know, YouTube, it's a hobby. It's not a job. I don't make money off YouTube. I don't turn on monetization. And anytime I think about turning on monetization, something bad happens to my channel. So it seems like, you know, the force of the universe is against it anyways. Plus, you know, I'm a small time. I'm the smallest of the small time, you know. Just because I have like one video that has over 2 million views doesn't mean anything. Most of my movies, most of my videos, I'd be lucky to get 1,000 views on, and I mean most of them I'd be lucky to get 100, I guess, when I think about it. So yeah, some of the things I do are kind of popular, and the others are just niche, I guess. But I love what I do. I love doing that. But it kind of makes me wonder, like, is it worth it? I mean, should I be doing something else with my time? I mean, I'm thinking about myself, and I'm not getting any younger, and I'm still a single bachelor who, at this time, has, you know, nobody really in my life that I could even consider close to being a special someone. If you say, I don't know, let's just like beat around the bush about describing it, girlfriend material, I guess. So it's, you know, that, and plus, you know, looking at my job and my finances and everything else, it's just, you know, I sit around and wonder if this is the best thing that I should be doing. Is this the wisest thing I can be doing? And so that kind of hits me. And honestly, I've had like 4 or 5 videos that I was gonna do last year that I kind of went back and forth with and ended up just not doing because those kind of thoughts creep in. And the same thing's kind of happening here too. It's just how things go in life, especially when something, you know, bad like this happens. You really start to think and reevaluate things. So it doesn't mean I'm giving up YouTube. It's just, I guess I just want you guys maybe to understand, if there's anyone even listening at this point. Excelsior! Okay, anyway. Just why I might not be putting up videos as frequently. I want to put out videos more frequently, but unfortunately, I just don't have a lot of time, and there's all kinds of other things that I've involved my life in, and it's kind of a war between them. What am I gonna do? And honestly, I want to continue on, and I'm going to continue on. Just might not be till next year, because oh my gosh, Christmas is right around the corner, and Star Wars. I mean, Christmas and Star Wars, that just destroys the entire month for me. But I just want to put this out saying that I'm still gonna put some stuff out, but eventually it's going to end. And because I've talked too long, now I've got some bonus Black Ops 3 footage coming out here, I think. Anyways, so yeah, it's kind of like a lot of things happened that month. That November and beginning of December here has been really full of stuff, and I thought, hey, I'd share with you what was going on and why I didn't put out a video in November. And just don't worry, I'm still gonna do videos. It's just it's gonna be tough for the rest of this month too. So don't worry, I'm still working on things. I gotta get motivated too, because all of a sudden my motivation has kind of gotten drained for the most part. So, but there you have it. That's gonna be the end of this long-winded update. And if you're still around, leave a comment about what you've heard from me, about what you think. What do you think you want me to do? What you feel I should do? Things like that. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, there you go. I've run out of things to talk about. So you guys take care. I am very thankful for you guys. Honestly, you guys and gals out there in the YouTube world. You're great. Love y'all. And see ya next time, guys. See ya.